Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on this video. Here in Canada, especially in Calgary, we don't have a lot of summer days. We're mostly exposed to the winter season, which especially here in Calgary, like I said, it lasts about 4 months. And then before and after that would be fall and spring. So now that it's summertime, it's Friday, July 17, we have to make haste and we can't really afford to waste any of our weekends sitting around at home doing nothing, right? So what we usually love to do is go out in parks, do our walks, try hiking. But out of all of those outdoor activities, the one thing that we really love is spending time lakeside, having some nice family picnic, enjoying some simple but delicious food, and then paddleboarding, which is why we bought our second stand-up paddleboard. I'm gonna be unboxing that in this video and then showing to you the content, how it's assembly, and then our first impression. So thank you for joining and let's get started. So this is the stand-up paddle board that we got from Costco. We got it in the Buffalo Run warehouse here in Southwest Calgary. It was for $349.99, but was on special for 50 off. So we got it for only $299.99 plus GST. So that's the brand Aqua Marina. That's the name. It's the Revolution series. It's an all-in-one inflatable stand-up paddleboard. These are the inclusions in the package. Here's the carry-on bag, the center fin, the electric pump, the safety leash, and then the phone dry bag. The dimensions of the paddleboard is 11 feet by 34 inches and it's 6 inches thick. But this is what we love the most. So the board itself is just about 20 pounds, but for the rider weight, it can carry up to 363 pounds, meaning even if it's myself paddling and then my wife joining me, this board should be able to carry us without having any issues. So what more if it's me and one of my kids or my wife and one of our kids, right? That should be more than enough weight for the paddleboard to carry. So let's go ahead and start the unboxing. Here's the center fin. Here's the phone patch and the safety leash, if I'm not mistaken. There's the tube for the electric pump. This would be the paddle. And then the bag itself. That contains the paddleboard. paddleboard. See, it's nicely sealed. That's how big the stand-up paddleboard is. Like I said, this is the bag, paddles, the electric pump, the center fin, the hose for the pump, and the safety leash along with the phone case. Looks good. I love the color. Looks vibrant. Looks summer, looks tropical. Let's go put on the connections. So let's get the hose pump. In the pump, the hose for the pump. It's just a simple connection here. So it has this cable so that you can plug it in your car, and then you can charge it. Obviously you're outdoors, you're in the lakeside. This is how you will power the electric pump. Let's open this bag that has the phone case. The waterproof phone case. That's good. And this is the safety leash. And obviously the manual. If I'm not mistaken, this is the repair patch. If you have some damage, if you have some pinholes, pinhole leaks, you can cut this off and then just stick it on that leak to repair it. Here's the manual. So the air pump apparently does not have any wall outlet connection, so it's really just built to be connected in a car. Yeah, it's a cigarette lighter plug, so it's not a wall outlet. So I don't think we're going to be able to inflate this here tonight because obviously I don't have a cigarette plug here at home. We're going to have to do that when we're actually in the lake this coming Sunday, July 19th. But this pump here is one of the reasons why we bought this, because like I said, we also have our first standard paddle board, but unfortunately that is just a manual one. This one changes that. Now I don't have to spend about 30 minutes at least manually pumping that other standard paddle board. We can electronically or electrically inflate it using this pump now. So this one is a dual purpose for us. This pumps this new paddle board and that old one of course. So let me show you how we set up the safety leash. So this is the leash. So for the safety leash, we connect it at the end. So that's a safety leash. And you see that one there? It's that one. So we connect this in there. And then for this one, we just connect this here. Remember this red pull-up tab? That's how it is. And now let's connect the center pin. And this is how you connect the center pin. So that's the center fin, and this is the locking mechanism. I put that in between here. There you go. You heard that snap? That should keep the fin safely tucked in there. And this is how it would look like at the bottom of the paddleboard. So we've connected the safety leash and the center pin. Now let's assemble the paddle. It's a 3-piece paddle. It's sealed, it's good. see here? There's all sorts of links here to guide you. Depends on the height of the paddler. So since this paddleboard is going to be for my son, and he's going to be having my wife there with him or his sister, he's barely 5 foot, so I'm going to put it to the shortest for now here, 5'3". Repair kit. Like I said, this is the patch, this is the one that does the repair. This is the phone kit. I'm going to show it to you guys when I'm wearing it. And then tomorrow, outside, we're going to do the inflating of this using our car, a cigarette plug in our car. So, stay tuned. But basically, this is how it looks like. The Aqua Marina stand-up paddleboard from Costco. Up to 363 pounds of weight. Comes with one paddleboard, adjustable 3-piece paddleboard, a center fin, the safety leash, 11 foot by 34 inch by 6-inch paddleboard, the phone dry bag, the electric pump, and then the carry-on bag. Good morning, everyone. So last night we weren't able to charge the Aqua Marina stand-up paddleboard because of the cigarette plug electric pump that goes with it. But we actually have this. It's a Bluetti power station, and it has this. So I don't actually need to bring it out to the car just to test the pump. We can actually do it here now. So let's go. This is like I said, this is the Bluetti power station. We got this from Amazon as well last month, June. And I don't actually like the price. It was my wife's decision to get this, to buy this, but it was for $549 before tax. That's already about more than the price of that bad boy there. My favorite. The PS5 and the Switch 2, but it's been bought and we're gonna be using it tomorrow. So we're gonna use this. This is the 12 volt DC output, and the cigarette plug should fit in nicely here. So there's the charger. There's the electric pump, I mean. We're gonna plug this in here. Okay. Looks like it fits. And we're gonna try the pump. Okay, let's go connect this to that one there. Yeah, that's done. That's a good pump. And let's check the battery percentage that it only took about 1% of battery because this was full charge to 100%. And after using the electric pump, just 1%. That's very efficient. So we're basically sitting on the paddle board, and this is the non-slip area. This is where you can actually stand even with your feet wet and you won't be slipping into the lake. So my son is gonna model for us because this is actually his paddle board. Go put on the leash. Safety leash. Yeah, that looks good. Let's join because this should be able to handle up to 363 pounds of weight. More than enough for myself and my son. Yeah. Yep. Definitely sturdy. Definitely safe enough. And we're gonna test this paddleboard tomorrow, Sunday, July 19, in Forget-Me-Not Pond. And we're gonna do the deflating now. So you just can't hear it, but it's actually deflating now. Yeah. I can feel the air coming out. So again, let's time it. It's 12:24 p.m. Let's see how many minutes it takes for this to fully deflate and be foldable so you can pack it away. Final thoughts time. Again, that's the Aqua Marina Revolution stand-up paddleboard. We got it from Costco for $349.99, but we got $15 off, so it's just $299.99 before tax. So far, the only verdict that we can really provide here is the quality. It looks quality. The one that we got, there's no need to return it. We like it. The adjustable paddle here, the waterproof bag for your phone so you can take photos or snaps while in the middle of the lake with your loved ones and capture those memories. The center fin fits well, has a safety lock in it. And then again, this is one of the main reasons why we got this. The electric pump, because the first stand-up paddleboard that we have doesn't have this. It's done manual. The quality looks good. It's like every stand-up paddleboard that we've seen so far, especially this non-slip area here, and then the safety leash here. So the actual verdict would come when we put it to test in the lake tomorrow and Forget-Me-Not Pond, and we'll also put it next to our first stand-up paddleboard, compare it together, test it while it's in the lake, and we'll let you know. So please stay tuned for that part 2 of the video, wherein we're not just putting this paddleboard to the test and comparing it with the first one that we have, but we're also going to share our picnic experience in Forget-Me-Not Pond. So please watch out for that video, and thank you. If you haven't liked or subscribed to our channel, please do so. So, peace.